Alright kids, here is your Project Workday video to remind you of your expectations, processes, and procedures that will help you get an A on our next project. So as you may remember, it is revolutionary recruiting, where we have chosen a side for the war, and we are now going to recruit for them. So you got three things you're potentially looking at doing today. On Friday, we had a choose a side form that most of you completed, but if you have not completed it, you need to do that now. On your Google Classroom, scroll back down to November 3rd, and it is this link right here. When you click on it, it will open up to this form. Enter your first name, last name, and class period, and then read each question and choose which side you agree with. So for example, after the English and the colonists won the French and Indian War, and Pontiac's War, should colonists be allowed to expand west? If you think yes, we won, let's settle the new territory we conquered, choose 1. If you think no, expansion will lead to additional costly wars, choose 5. If you kind of agree with that one, choose that. If you kind of agree with this one, choose that. If you're not sure or think both are true, click right in the middle. After you answer all of these, you'll go back, add up the point total, and put your point total here. Then you'll choose which side you want to support and recruit for, patriots or loyalists. And then finally you'll include your top 3 reasons for why you chose that side. Now, assuming you are done with that, you can start designing your poster, or well, let's just talk about that first. The first thing, you can start designing your poster on a normal size sheet of paper. You can find instructions for designing your poster in 2 places. On today's Project Workday assignment, you can open the instructions here, and it will take you, or it will tell you what your project requirements are, including that your poster should tell someone what side to join and tell them why they should do it, and that has to be a historic reason. On the second link, the Revolutionary Recruiting Outline, there are some tips on the second page for your design sketch for your poster. Before you make the poster, you're going to do just a 8.5 by 11 sheet and kind of get your ideas together. For example, let's pretend that this is my paper right here. Got a piece of paper, I turned it long ways. Then I have to choose what's my message. Well, I'm going to tell someone you should be a patriot. So I have told someone what to do, and I need to tell them why. Taxes are bad. Now, this is not specific enough or clear enough for it to count, but some of your reasons will involve taxes or tax policy with the British for why someone should be a patriot. Now, what to do with all this other space on my paper? Well, and bear with me, I'm drawing with a mouse and not a pen. You could draw a cannon. It could be shooting towards the British. You could draw stick people, soldiers who are ready to fight for their new country. That was supposed to be a rifle. You could draw a awesome American flag, which no, that's not even the right color. You could draw an awesome flag. Well, I mean, yours will hopefully be more awesome than mine, but there you go. You can kind of see what it is now, right? And, that came out pretty good. Anyway, whatever pictures you think will support your purpose, draw that on your design sketch. Make sure your name's on it. I will look at it for a grade later this week or early next week. This is your design sketch. That's the second thing you could potentially be working on. Third thing is, let's get back to that, writing your rough draft on your paper. This is your persuasive piece, and I have included a sample outline, and it's right here on the Revolutionary Recruiting Outline. if you click on it on the front page, it will help you organize your writing. Now, you don't have to organize yours exactly the way I'm telling you to. This is just to give those of you who would like a little more structure, a little more structure. But the introduction, I recommend telling your audience which side you believe they should join. You can come up with a clever story or a sales pitch to introduce that idea. And then you'll also share the 3 historic reasons, events or disagreements that you think are important for why someone would choose your side. And then each body paragraph is going to discuss one of those historic reasons you selected. First, you'll need to introduce the um, reason. You will want to share details about the reason, like what was the background behind it. Like if you think the Proclamation of 1763 is a reason why you should support the colonists, you need to tell me why that proclamation existed and what it did. And then finally, tell me how you feel about it. Like why should I support your idea or your opinion on it? Same thing for body paragraphs 2 and 3. You're going to take the next idea, describe it, discuss your opinion. And then body paragraph 3, again, you're going to share your last idea, give us some background details or information on it, and then share your opinion and try to get us to see your point of view. With the conclusion, if that's just your last chance to try to sell someone to join your side, try to really make an appeal that will draw someone in. You can talk about injustices, or I'm not going to get too far down in the weeds with that, but you'll need to tie it all together with all 3 persuasive reasons one last time before you wrap that up. And then that would be your rough draft. You will also get a small grade for completing a rough draft as well. Actually, that will be next Friday when we have our final project work day, that I will look at the rough draft, and give you a grade on that. And finally, it's all due on November 21st. So again, 3 things you're working on. You are completing the choose a side from Friday, if you haven't. I meant to highlight that, it didn't work. That's terrible. How about pink? You're going to complete the choose a slide form from Friday if you haven't. You're going to start designing your poster on a normal size sheet of paper, or you're going to start writing your rough draft using the reasons you selected Friday. You can do either one of these. You do not have to do 2. If you need, you don't have to do 2 first. You can do 3 first, and vice versa. If you need paper copies of any of these 3 assignments, the instructions, or scrap paper to do your design sketch on, it is all available on the corner of the table by my desk. So if you need anything, though, feel free to email me. I will have my email open. I'll be at a meeting at admin all afternoon, and I will see you all tomorrow.